Good morning, everybody. It is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and I have a small grocery haul. I'm going to show you the frozen and cold stuff first so that I can put it in the fridge before it goes bad. I've got a couple ice creams and some garlic knots here and stuff like that. But anyway, my name is Kendra. I'm in Washington State. I love to do grocery hauls, show recipes, do crafting, just do day in the life, chatty. I'm a chatty. So let me start with this. Like I said, garlic knots, and those are because I have spaghetti on the menu this week. And I'm going to take them out of this big bag because I know how to cook them at this point. And this big box, and just put them in the freezer in the bag. Okay, those are in the freezer. So next I have these little, they're 16 ounces. We don't have that many people eating treats here right now. And so these are for one person, really, not me. So I got the Great Value Cookies and Cream and the Great Value Butter Pecan. They do sound good though. Into the freezer. I am going to go ahead and put these in the refrigerator and serve them tomorrow because they're good until tomorrow. Why do they always have the closest date that they deliver from Walmart now? It's like it's going to expire the next day. Hope you can eat everything you ordered, you know. I could put them in the freezer and stop time, I know, but then I'd have to get them out. And I do have buns, so they're not getting any younger, I'm sure. So this is the favored kind of, store-bought French fries that we have. The crispy, straight cut fries, and I do them in the microwave. I do them in the, what is that thing called? I'm so sorry. It does things fast. It's like a toaster oven, only faster. I just can't think of what it's called. Let me see. Air fryer. It's an air fryer. Which brings me to something I was going to say today. Let me get the rest of the cold stuff put away, and then I'm going to introduce you to a new channel who brought up these points about getting older and not wanting to go anywhere because it's so much to do, and and not finding her words. And here's the last of the actual house freezer stuff, I think. So I got 4 of these. Whoops, and there they go. So this one is a grilled chicken and broccoli Alfredo. 28 grams of protein, 190 calories. And this isn't chicken, it's turkey. Honey glazed turkey and potatoes, 14 grams of protein and 240 calories. So that's a little more in calories. Whoa, we just keep getting higher, don't we? Here's one that's 270 calories and 15 grams of protein, but so far the Simply Healthy Choice is the highest in protein, 28 grams. Anyway, garlic butter shrimp. I'm actually making that for a dinner this week, so this will be a lunch and a dinner. But I'm making this stuff for dinner from scratch. Anyway, this one, how much protein do we have here? It's 190 calories, 14 grams of protein, 10 grams net carbs, good source of protein, and it is steak portobello with apparently broccoli. And we love broccoli here, especially me. Freezer stuff is all in the freezer, thank goodness, because that was definitely a game of Jenga. Wow, because I'm using the house freezer. I'm not going out there to the garage or anything. That I hope. I hope I'm not. Anyway, cottage cheese. Yummy. I got low fat instead of full fat. Trying to be good. Now, I love iced coffee when the seasons turn to warmer weather, and it's supposed to be 80 this week at some point. So I think an iced coffee will be good with this. I know it will. This is the original. I asked for the barista edition. I didn't get that, but that's okay. It happens. The original. Barista's just a little bit thicker, I believe. No matter what, you got to shake it. Half and half is what I put in my hot coffee in the mornings, and some juice. Some pulp. I don't really care. I get different ones. The kids don't care. They'll drink any orange juice. Okay, on to the pantry items. So this was silly. I was envisioning bigger. I don't know when I bought this kind last, if ever. It's 1 pound, so I've got 2 pounds of sugar here. I think what I asked for was maybe a 2-pound bag, and I got 2 1-pound boxes. I said no substitutions, but it's okay, I'll live. I'll just put these with the other sugars. Well, actually, I'll go fill up. Nah, it's already full. I'll put these in the pantry with the rest of the sugars. It's a kind of a stock up. Then I've got, I don't remember why, something was being made with lard. Of course, I didn't write down the recipe, so I don't know what it was. If you recognize my name as someone who watches your channels, and you did something, a recipe with lard, maybe as the grease, like in place of Crisco or olive oil or whatever. What was it? Cinco de Mayo, this is my favorite taco sauce, and I'm making, see, I can't think of it again. I'm making something Mexican tonight. That might come in handy. And then I replaced the last box of the honey graham crackers. I like cinnamon, but if I buy cinnamon, I'll eat them all. So I'm buying honey graham crackers. They're just meh, okay, I can live without them, but they're good to have if you want to make a graham cracker dessert of some kind with graham cracker based or graham cracker crumb pie, you know. I am getting through this fast. Oh, no, I'm not. I got all the produce behind me. Never mind. This is the pantry. So I got 2 cans of the pineapple chunks in pineapple juice. I like to get them, if at all possible, in their own fruit juice and not with sugar or artificial sweetener. Not against either one, I just prefer them in their most closest to natural state, even though they're canned. Okay, and then sliced peaches, I got 4 of those. I use those for meal sides, for making different recipes, that kind of thing. So 6 new cans for the pantry. I didn't do my 5 stock up. Rats. Oh well. I got some Mission tortillas. That's for tonight's Cinco de Mayo. Now I've got peppers and onions and brats on the meal plan. I'm not going to make hot dogs, but I won't use all, I think it's 6 brats for dinner tonight. So I'll cook them anyway, whole, and then the guys can see these on the counter and go ahead and use them. Did I already fuss about the date on this one? It is, I can't see it. Get my glasses on even though I'm looking with the camera. Hold on. It looks like May 17th. Woohoo! That's awesome. Okay. I don't think I showed you this. So this is just for a quick, for me, lunch or something like that. Not just this, but like with leftover rotisserie chicken on top, which is one of my favorites, or something like that. So I got 4 of these. I'll show you the totals. Ignore this. This is a case of pineapple juice. One of my grown kids went to Costco last night on a junk food safari. Took Miss Patience with him. I was like, your mother is going to have a royal fit. Your mother is going to be so upset. She was like, meh. This is not junk food. I'm not even showing you. I did film it, but I'm not showing it. It was bad. Plus, there were hot dogs and cookies. Because, you know, Costco's got the hot dogs. This is all I have for non-food this week. And it is, you know, those little waste baskets. I have one next to my computer. I have one next to the couch where I sit and watch television. So unscented, just little waste basket things. Sometimes I use the plastic Walmart bags, but a lot of times they give me paper like they did today. All I got was paper in the delivery, you know. Okay, so I got 3 of the El Cheapo Great Value Kleenex. I'm learning to live with it. And the last thing is some free and clear, non-scented, no scented, unscented, the original. 58 loads, we'll see. They haven't seen what comes in this house. Sometimes it's a little bit more than they say to use, or a double rinse, or both. Anyway, that's it for non-foods. All right, this is the last of it, and it's all the produce. So, ignore the potatoes. They were already here. I got 3 of the avocado, whole avocado, and I did that because of Cinco de Mayo. I'm very, very lucky. I have some tubs of pre-made guacamole from Costco there's 2 left in there, and that's perfect because these are rock hard. I mean, you know, you get what you get with avocados. You just never know what's going to be at the store. Okay, and then I got some iceberg lettuce. The bread was here. It was gotten at Costco last night. Procured. Sweet mini peppers. I've got yellow and red. And I already have, oh, I'll show you that. Green is coming up next. And then some good strawberries finally. Really good looking strawberries. Makes y'all want to make a parfait or something. Snow peas. That's for the shrimp stir fry. And then 3 yellow onions. 4 limes, so, you know, for whatever you put limes, you know, mostly Cinco de Mayo is what it's for. Beautiful sweet potatoes, although this one looks more different. Let me see. No, it's orange. Okay, it just looks like it's not. It looks like one of the starchier ones. Okay, like it looks like a sweet potato, not a yam. 2 green bell peppers, because I still have 2 in my fridge. Some beautiful bananas that were not under the canned fruit. Can you believe that? This person had a brain in their head. They were in a separate bag, all by themselves. And then this is cabbage for that stir fry with the onions and peppers and yum yum. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so that is it. The bread was already here. Did I tell you that? I think I did. I can't remember. The kid that went to Costco got that last night. Got 2 because they come in a 2-pack. All right, I think all I'm going to do now is tell you the total and whatnot. 2 things were missing, both craft items, go figure. All right, before I get to the total, I wanted to tell you about Cynthia, who hosts her channel, Senior Insights. I just watched her for the first time this morning. She popped up randomly on my feed, and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. You know how you do. She's honest and funny and warm, and I'm going to link her in the description so that if you want to, you can go and just click on it, and it'll go right to her. She talks about, it looks like she lives by herself other than a dog, and she talks about having to leave the house and what she has to do in preparation with the dog. I know all about this. Because that dog will mess you up if you don't. Treats and toys must be had, and the dog must be, for me, secured in the crate. I have 2 little dogs, and hers looks like a mid-size. Anyway, she talks about her dread from going to the doctor, from what they might think about her cognitive skills to what they might think about her weight. And in fact, she says that they forced her to get on the scale because she doesn't usually. And they told her it was a rule because it was an annual appointment and blah, blah, blah. You'll have to get to it. And she went ahead and did it. And she weighed 2 pounds more than she did at home, and it was such a fuss. Anyway, let's see what else. Oh, she's just warm and sweet and funny, and I enjoyed her channel, and I think you will too. So go on over and show her some love and subscribe if you want. She's up to 997 subscribers. So close to 1,000. I think we could push her over the edge as a group. Okay, everybody. Oh, and she's retired, and you know, that helps if you have a channel and you have something to look forward to. And she even told her doctor or her physician's assistant and the lady who takes the appointments, you know, the receptionist or medical assistant or whatever. So here we go. I'm going to get to that total now for my groceries. I've gone on too long with this video, but I wanted to give you the total. It was $142.43. As you saw, it was heavy with produce and then some non-food items. Just like that jug of laundry detergent was $15. So, you know, you got to have it though, right? So I left him a tip, and then I put a little bit of cash on the door and said, Happy Cinco de Mayo, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I gave him an excellent rating, like 5 stars. And that is my story. And if you watched to the very end, thank you, thank you. I hope you'll at least press the like on your way out because it helps my videos to go out further. And if you're not already subscribed, think about it. I don't bite. Well, sometimes I bite, but, oh, well, no, I don't bite.